This one is going to be interesting. Hey guys, welcome to Noob Review. I am the real Bubba Hotep, and today we are reviewing Marvel's Rivals. That's right, I'll let you know if I rose to the supreme elite of superhero status, or if I was just B-team backup in a goofy unitard. Marvel Rivals is Marvel's boldest leap into the hero shooter arena, and it wears its comic book roots on its sleeve. Developed by NetEase Games, this free-to-play 6v6 team shooter brings together fan-favorite heroes and villains from across the multiverse, and the result is flashy, chaotic, and surprisingly deep. At its core, Marvel Rivals feels just like any modern-day hero shooter. Tight, objective-based battles with clear character roles, but where the game really shines is its team-up skills. Unique synergies trigger when certain heroes fight together, and watching Doctor Strange amplify Scarlet Witch's chaos magic, or Rocket teaming up with Groot feels like it's ripped straight out of the comics. The maps also add a layer of fun. With destructible environments, no skirmish plays out quite the same way. Walls can be blown open, terrain reshaped, and cover destroyed, which keeps fights unpredictable and cinematic. Visually, Marvel Rivals is vibrant and kinetic. Each hero feels true to their comic counterpart both in design and abilities. The sound also punches hard. Energy Blast crackles, shields slam, and Spider-Man's webs snap with comic book flair. But sometimes the screen can get a little too busy. When ultimates are flying around everywhere, it's really easy to lose track of what's happening. Game modes like Convoy, Domination, and Doom Match offer variety, and the seasonal model keeps things fresh with new characters, skins, and maps. But most importantly, all heroes are free to unlock. Monetization is mainly cosmetic, which feels fair compared to other live service shooters. But how hard is it for a noob player? We'll let you know. Okay guys, first off, I'm reviewing this because it was a viewer suggestion. If you have a suggestion for a game that you'd like to see me try and review, go ahead and leave it down in the comments. I'd be more than happy to do it. If you can give me a like, a share, a subscribe while you're there, I would appreciate it greatly. It helps the channel. Alright, starting the game up, we go into the tutorial. It's not bad, it's pretty quick, it lasts a few minutes. My only problem with it was all you have is the Punisher. You don't have a choice between even two characters, a blaster or melee. It gives you the basic fundamentals, it lets you know what button does what your ultimate is, what your focus and your main goal on the game is, which I guess is what a tutorial's for, but it would be nice to have a little bit of a choice. Next from the tutorial, we head into the practice mode. Not bad, a little bit better than the tutorial. I didn't have a lot of problems with it. There's one glaring problem that I had that I'll get to later, but at least the practice mode is divided up into different sections. You can go into the hero tutorial, which lets you pick a character that you like better than the Punisher, and you can go in and you can kind of get a feel for them. You can get a feel of how the controls are and what the game is like. You can also go revisit the tutorial mode. You can go into game modes like Convoy, or you can go into the practice versus AI. Now, the issue that I had with the practice mode is everything is ramped down so much. The difficulty level is very, very easy. It gives you a false sense of confidence whenever you move into the quick matches. Now, here comes the issue. I got bored of the practice mode. There wasn't really a whole lot to do. Again, like I said, it was so easy and so ramped down in difficulty. I had a false sense of confidence. I got tired of battling Luna Snow. I got tired of just running by and sideswiping bots and everything like that. So I wanted to go into real gameplay. I didn't really want to go into real gameplay. It was difficult, guys. It was extreme. I went into quick matches. You're paired up with experienced, intermediate, novice, noobs like yourself, people like me that have only had 10 minutes into this game. It was very, very hard. I found myself spending more time in the game running to the fight than I actually had in the fight. The battles in this game, guys, are outrageous. They are extreme. It was sensory overload as soon as I stepped into the arena. It was nuts. I'm telling you, I was getting shot at from the side. Ultimates were going off everywhere. I couldn't focus on just one character. When I did focus on one character, I got one shot killed from somebody at the side. There were people running behind me. It was all so overwhelming to me. So what would my recommendation be for a noob player like myself? I definitely would not insert a coin. Guys, if you're a brand new player, if you're new to the shooter area, if you're not great at first-person shooter and you don't have any real time under your belt, this game is going to be way too much for you. When I went in, I had no chance of improving whatsoever. You can go in and get paired up against somebody that's been playing this from the start, that has so much Call of Duty time and so much Halo time and are experienced at first-person shooter when you yourself have absolutely no idea what you're doing. Now, I do understand that when you have a team that you actually know instead of a whole bunch of random players, it's a little bit easier because the team aspect does help out. When you have different categories and different types of characters and you do the team-ups, it can work out better. But there's only so far your team can carry you. If you're inexperienced and you're a new player like me, and you don't have dozens or hundreds or thousands of hours of first-person shooter time in, if all of this is relatively new to you, it's very overwhelming and you don't have a chance to improve. As soon as you go in there and you try to learn to dodge one attack, you get hit right by another attack. And then you have to respawn. And the same thing happens again, and then you respawn, and the same thing happens again, and you either win because of your teammates or you lose and you're a part of it. And that's my review for Marvel Rivals, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I really liked doing it. Didn't really enjoy playing the game very much, but I liked making the video and having the experience. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, do me a favor and drop a comment below. Let me know how your experience was with Marvel Rival. As always, if you could leave me a like, a share, a subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. If you would like to see me or even my friends in a group that we have called the Coalition play this game, then head on over to Twitch. You can find me at Real Bubba Hotep. I have a link to all of my other friends that do play this game, and I can guarantee you it'll be a fun time. If you have a suggestion for a game that you'd like me to review, you can leave it in the comment below, or you can go over to Discord. You can find me there. Drop a little bit of a suggestion. I will 100% pick it up, and I will play the game. And until next time, guys, I hope you have a great day.